Q, U, I. In French, the word is said as qui. Q, okay, cue me up, cue me in, use the cue ball. Where is the Q actually used as a complete word? You and I. Now with you, what's special about you is Q has the U sound in it. Do we actually have to put the U? What if we didn't put the U? Then it could be the tail of Q. Tail of Q and U. This says, this says where? This letter is U, and this letter is water, if you're French. Water, yeah. You and I, is that right? You and I. You and I, me and you, qui toi. Sometimes not pronounced at the end. It's not said toi, it's toi. In French, three is trois. King is roi. OIS is the same thing as 510. Just like in the roi, okay, it's 1201. The R is 1201 or 1012. Both a division of 56. Reverse 21. Reverse added 6 and 6, 12. 1 and 2 is 3, 5 and 10, 1 becomes 13. 21 becomes 13. 31, 13, 21. Or 12, 31. Why? Why? Well, we're going to show you. 5 and 6 and 5 and 6, and 6 and 5 and 5 and 6. Okay, 6 and 6 is 12, or 6 and 5 over 6 and 5. 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Becomes 22. Becomes a reverse. So what is 13? The in between of 13. The reverse is 22. The number fits perfectly. Here it becomes 31. 13 and 31, 44 for area space. And 13 is 57, or 31, which is 75. 57, 75. Let's go land on the moon. 77 times 75, or 75 times 75 plus 75 plus 75. See, when the first one stands alone, you're only adding this one. I am who I am. I am who I am. Put an adjective onto it. Move me about. Where did I come from to be I am who I am, and why am I who I am wherever I am? For the body is to just dust, and I am who I am. From one body in one area space, I can be a rock and a stone. I can be a stone or a stoner. I am who I am for the area space I occupy. That gives me life of atom in the beta world. Why beta? What is beta? Beta is on each side of who I am, up and around, and who I am from the I that comes in from elsewhere. Am who I am from the energy that comes into me from elsewhere? I am who I am. Well, let me get back to these letters of what I was doing over here. Okay, the U is the 21st letter. Remember we were talking about 1 and 2? And 6. The reverse of that, 6. Okay. This one is the reverse of that, 5. 6 and 5. 6 and 5, 5 and 6. All connecting to area space in the light of the moon. The moon does not glow. Okay? The moon shoots off a light. Or does it reflect the light? You can't even look at the moon. Does it reflect the light like in a mirror? Or does it reflect the light and show a light by casting off a light? So let's go back to O and U. Who do you owe? Money. You owe money? Muddy water. Just trying to think what muddy waters is now about. So U and O. 3 and key. So when I said the line inside the Q, because the Q and the U. But without the Q, it's just a Q is the way we write it. And this means tail. Sometimes you can use it as the word ass. So we take away U and we just say the ass of you, the tail of you. Q and U. When they say who in French and they use the letter I, it is I that is the tail of you, Q. See the tail of Q? The axis, the axle. From where we go round and round. Or how can I do this the opposite? How can I turning of the mag wheel? Inside, here's the division of that on the ball, 5-0 and 0.5. Is that what 0.5 and 5-0 is? Did you get that? V is a value of 5. So when I do it this way, and I put all these, V's like this, they're all pointing to the center. Sorry, all the V's like this. They're all pointing to the center, and they're holding with 2, 4, 6, 8. The 8-0 that they're holding. But if I create this, and you put the circle in the center, right? This is 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 48. And this way, right? There's 0 and 00. So does that mean we get the donut? 001. Or 001 for a passing. Depending on the mag wheel that you have, is depending on how you are going to go from one side to the other. And can you go around here, or does a tire have to turn till it gets to here? When the tire is in the back, it only turns 1/4 of a turn before it hits the pavement. So if it's going up the movement here 1/4, and it's going up here 1/4, we don't need to count this part or this part. We just need to count if this part went up 1/4, 9 goes up, or 3 goes up. We're running on 66. At 12 o'clock, which is 3. So we have 2 3 areas over here. So can I redo this? Can I redo this and use my pen now? And use 12 o'clock as 3, use 3 o'clock as 3, and then we're just going to go 6 and 9. Or we're going to say the 24th hour, okay, and the 15th hour, and the 6th hours. The letters are Fox. Fox and Mars. So now when it moves, here's my W at the top. The only place it moves in between is here and here. If this moves down 1/4 or 45 degrees is the way I like to look at it. I need to know how to read this better, to explain it better, to look. Or if this comes down 45 degrees. We both know that this 45 is FOX, the 6th letter, the 15th letter, the 24th letter equals to 45. The sun, or the reverse, is 21U, 12L, 3C. You have a UCLA lucky clue, 333. 21, 12, 3, 333. 2 times 1 be 32, and 32 is 55 for the Liberty. 2 ways it rolls. Is that the moon? So we're going to rock between 6 and 9. Then in between over here will be at 60 degrees. Will be at 45 degrees, and all the way over here would be another 45 degrees. Right? So you'll go 60, 75, 90, 90, and that's where it would end. The moon and the passing birth. 9 lives of the cat. Remember, once you get to 87, the gateway. So yes, once you get to 88, the gateway, the purple skies, 89, all become 90 because of the Canadian penny. The Canadian penny says 91 and 92 and 88 and 89 are a family. The birth in the spirit, to the heaven of I, to the split sky. I am 4 times 20 plus 10. I don't know what they all mean, but I know the 20th letter is TTT and GGG is the reverse, and this tells me gematria pyramids. Or it could be, why like this? Because you go from 1 to 7 and down to 1 again, but that you shift over between the letters M and N. A, M, and N. I have to work out. I still don't know us off by heart. I'm a little embarrassed. So this is how this works. It splits between over here and over here. This either goes down to here or this goes up to here, because we're all meeting on the moon. So we actually just need to move 15 degrees. 15 degrees and 15 degrees and 10. Maybe we should go and revert to the game of tennis to understand what's going on over here. The volley. We have the complete court in tennis. Here's the net. Here's one side of the court. Here's another side of the court. Why do I call it 10-10? Because it's whole. I call the split side of the court 5 and 5. I can call the front of the court where the serving is as 5 and 5. Because it's a total of 20. Right? Serve here, serve here, serve here, serve here. Nothing is game until this is beginning. And when you look at it, it says 88, the split net, or 80-80. 80-80, you know that the design would be split. You have the front running like in the war, up in the front, on the front. Or you're in the back court. And the design or the letter in this, I mean, everybody can see what they are, right? Everybody can see that it's 80 or 88. Now, if you want to look at it this way, you can go 818 or 808 because you're in the center of all over here, right? You can do it this way as 88 or 818 and 808 or something like that. This would be, let's say, 0 and this would be 1. Or can it be this way? You get my drift, you got my draft. You didn't drink my beer, sip it up. But how sweet it is. That video, exhilarating. What came out of here, what came out of here. That was built on paper, flat. The only 3D that you had was your imagination of what could possibly be and what was already as. I am who I am. Poof. like magic from here to there, because everything is out of thin air. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Please share. I like this video off the top of my head. Could have left a little on.